Hello sewing friends, welcome back. Bit of a different scene for you guys today. I am actually on my way to a free fabric event. This has been in the works for 2 or 3 months now, and they finally put aside a day for it, so I've been very excited, but I have no idea what to expect. My lovely partner has offered to drive me around. I don't know if you want to be on camera.
Hello.
This
It's
is my
cold.
partner. So I thought I would take you guys with me, and we'll go check it out and hopefully score some free fabric. I will tell you more about the event and why it was created and the details of the company later in the video, but for now let's go on a bit of a road trip. And we're back. So what you just saw was a brief glimpse. There's cockatoos being very noisy outside. What you just saw was a brief glimpse into my day during the free fabric event. What you didn't see was me waiting 2 hours in line to pick up some fabric. So it was a bit of a long day, but I think it was really interesting and I had a pretty good time regardless. And I did manage to score some free fabric, which I'm really excited about. So I'm going to talk to you a little bit more about the event and the company that hosted it, and then I'm going to show you what I got. A quick disclaimer to say that I have not been paid to, nor has it been requested of me to make a video. I actually reached out to the brand to see if it was okay for me to film, and they said yes. So I thought I would make this video because it's interesting. I'm hoping that people will learn a bit more about a really cool company, and also who doesn't like to see free fabric. At some point I will stop collecting fabric, and I know that I've said that in my last fabric haul video as well. But this was a free fabric event, how could I not? So first of all, the company that hosted this event is called UPPAREL. UPPAREL, like apparel, you guys get it. They are a textile recycling company right here in Melbourne. They basically get you to send them your unwanted clothing, and then they assess it, and anything that is still in wearable condition, not ripped or torn, still usable, they actually send to a whole bunch of charities so that they can be reused by people who need them. If you send them something that is not in wearable condition, they will actually break it down and reuse the fibres in their own clothing and now furniture products, which is super cool and really interesting. You do pay to get your products picked up. So I think it starts at like $25 for up to 10 kilos, and then you receive a $25 credit towards their store, which is really great. Right now they sell socks and underwear, and they have recently launched a kids pull-out sofa. So it's this cute little sofa where the cushion kind of folds in on itself, and then you can pull it out to make kind of a little bed. Adorable, and I think it's them branching out into new ways to reuse textiles that might not be recyclable as clothing, but also stopping like that foam from hitting the market, you know, actually creating sofa stuffing that itself will be reusable time and time again. I think they're a really cool company. They do a lot for the environment, and they partner with a ton of brands as well. Anyway, so that's how UPPAREL works. They have a store online where you can buy socks and underwear and the little sofa that I was talking about, or you can just send them your clothes to be reused and recycled as required. Somehow they managed to get their hands on a couple of tons of fabric that was about to hit a landfill. Being that their exact company goal is to stop unwanted textiles from hitting landfill, they were able to take them, and then they put a call out to all the sewists, fashion designers, students, here in Melbourne and beyond if they wanted to travel, to come and get some free fabric, which is amazing. They had a ticketing system, so you did have to register on their website to get into the fabric event, and they were encouraging people to take rolls of fabric and what could be used, because they wanted to get rid of it all by the end of the day, and the most efficient way for them to do that was to have people take away rolls of fabric. My day started pretty early, but as it turns out, it probably should have started even earlier. I think we left the house around 10 o'clock. We got there around 11, though that was partially my fault because my dad called and we had like a 20-minute conversation while we were sitting in the car, so we could have gotten there earlier. And then we went and lined up. There was so many more people there than I thought there was going to be. For some reason my mind was just like, oh yeah, it'll just be like a slow stagger of people. It'll be pretty quick and easy to get in and like over and done with. I should have realised when they said they had over 600 responses to their initial call out that maybe there would be quite a few people there. But I didn't think that through, obviously. And it took me about 2 hours to get to the front of the line. It was a bit of a long day, but it was really cool and exciting. And I have to applaud the staff there because they were amazing. They did such a good job taking care of everyone, and they were really quite smart about it because every so often they would clean the whole thing up and then they would put out new fabrics. Well, they wouldn't remove any of the old fabrics, but they would put out new fabrics, and they would always save like the fun, colourful fabrics to come out in bunches instead of putting them all out at the start of the day, where of course they would all be taken. So I definitely recommend, if a free fabric event comes up in your community, get there early, like first thing, because you're gonna have the best chance of getting really good fabric, and you're also probably going to move through a bit quicker. We actually bumped into a friend while we were there who said she turned up at like 9 o'clock, and it only took her about an hour to get through. So of course, she had a bit more luck than we did. So that all being said, let me show you what fabrics I picked up. So the first is this beautiful organza. I think this might be like curtain material, but it's gorgeous. So I'm trying to show you without unraveling it because I just folded it up and I don't want to mess it up. It is this beautiful, like almost water effect, silvery organza. It is really, really lovely. This, I think, is going to make an awesome like gown. I feel like potentially using my recent like Vogue vintage gown pattern, I think this would work so well for that. It has a lot of lovely drape, it moves really beautifully, but it also has a bit of body to it. It's just really, really nice. As I mentioned, this is very possibly meant for curtains, but it feels really, really good. And I think it would work really, really well for like a nice formal dress. Yes, I didn't want to take the whole roll because this was on a massive roll and literally would not have fit in our car. And then also I felt bad about just taking this entire roll of really lovely fabric that other people might want. So that's a personal thing for me that I just could not get over. But this is really gorgeous. I'm really happy that I did pick it up. It's got a beautiful, like I said, kind of watery effect to it. And I'm super excited to make something out of it one day. Because I have so much fabric that I need to get through. And I have a wedding dress to make this year, so it'll happen at some point. I'll get to it. The next fabric I picked up was this. I have no idea what this is, but it's cute. I thought this would be really good for like work outfits. We're gonna see. It's this really, really soft feeling fabric, and it's got kind of, if you can see, like a fleecy backing to it. have no idea what it is, but I thought it would make like a really nice jacket material. Maybe even some really structured like winter pants, winter skirt kind of thing. It's got a lot of body to it, and it's quite thick, so my concern is this actually being a bit too warm, but I figured as a jacket material it would be really good because the fleece is already nice and soft on the inside, so it wouldn't necessarily need lining, and it just looks gorgeous, and it would be really, really structured. So again, I got a whole chunk of this. This roll was also way too big to be taking. It would have actually weighed probably 10 or 20 kilos to pick up. Like it was chunky. But yeah, I did pick up this whole lot of fabric. I'm very excited to make some practical work things out of it, and I think it's really, really nice. The other thing to say is I'm pretty sure a lot of the fabric was intended for like homewares, like a lot of it was curtain fabric or like couch fabric, but that being said, free fabric is free fabric, and at the end of the day it doesn't matter what it is intended for, so long as it's the right weight and you know that you can use it for something. Who cares if it's actually made for a couch? That's my opinion. And finally, this is a whole roll that I did pick up of this gorgeous, like, kind of foresty green, fleecy fabric. It's not super fleecy, but it does have a really, really soft inner layer to it. I will show you guys. Like this slightly textured outer layer, and then just this really beautiful, smooth, kind of fleecy interlining. I think this might be intended for like a jacket, like jumper material, but I thought I could make a coat out of this. I'm actually thinking that I want to make like the Gertie princess coat. I think that would be super cute. Particularly in this like beautiful vibrant green. This was one of the ones, they actually brought out a whole bunch of new fabric right as we were going in, and this was one of them, so I was like, yes, I can see that green, I want it. And we like raced over. Unfortunately, a lot of the bright fabrics that they had were jersey materials, and I don't really work with jersey. I don't make a lot of stretchy garments, so maybe I should, because they're more like flexible in terms of use, particularly as your weight fluctuates. But anyway, I don't work a lot with jerseys, so I did see them bringing out some really beautiful vibrant fabrics, and then it turned out it was all really stretchy, so I didn't grab those, but I did find these and I love them. So as you can see, I didn't pick up a whole ton. It was kind of moving towards the end of the day, and as much as I like 100% the staff definitely tried to space it out and they definitely tried to be mindful, obviously a lot of the good stuff went really early in the day. So that's my recommendation for you all. If you hear of a free fabric event, go early, and I will be too next time. So thank you for watching this completely like pointless video. No, I had a lot of fun that day. It was a bit of an undertaking, and unfortunately it wasn't the best day overall just because of some like personal drama, but the event was really good. The staff were really on top of it and amazing. And I have to, you know, shout out kudos to UPPAREL, because this was a great thing to do, particularly for the community and just to get people out. And also, you know, giving fabric to people you know are going to use it is amazing. So kudos to them. All of their details will be down below, so you guys can check it out if you so wish. I had a really good time, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Leave a comment, like and subscribe if you enjoyed it. Tell me what you're making at the moment, or what ridiculous amounts of fabric have you come across to boost your own stash lately. Let me know, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!